Yo, what is the deal, everybody? Welcome to another Raider Nation Unlimited. I'm your man, Wasted Talent. Salutations to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody that's on YouTube pulling up. Everybody that's on Twitter out there in the Twitter sphere watching your brother Wasted. I got to give my shout outs and salutations to everybody in the chat. Yo, shout out first and foremost to one of the my fathers, one of my personal buddies, man. Every time I pull up out in Vegas, man, it's always a pleasure seeing this man. LV Maximus, the great and powerful Wasted Talent. What up, dog? What's up, my father, my brother, LV Maximus, man, from the beginning, man. My dog, man. Shout out to LV Maximus. My brother, Ben Bad, is in a place. Old school Raider extraordinaire. Here, so we have vanilla defense. You jump in the line, my brother. You are jumping the line. Let me scroll up to the chat. My guy, Mr. Cold-Blooded. I think this is my boy Cliff, though. Cliff, what it is, bro? What is the deal with you, school? As a proud member, I am in the house, getting ready for the Get Off My Green Lawn show. Raiders, what's up with you? Hug D's. Hug D's is definitely in the place somewhere, man. He normally is, man. NF. NNF. Oh my God, what the F am I talking about? RNFL Nardone. Gonna check out the Giants game here soon. I'll be back, fellas. Let's go, Raider Nation. Purple Tears Saturday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got almost 100 in the room. Get wasted with your brother. Wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Man, my guy Sean Johnson's in a place, man, as usual. Yo, shout out to Sean Johnson, man. Was on a little hiatus, but now he is back, bringing everybody all the news of Raider Nation. My dog, man, Huey P is in a place. Cambo Raider. AP. My dog, get wasted with your brother. Wasted. Bang, bang. Raider Nation for life, man. My dog. Hey, guys, listen. If you guys haven't seen it, it's pinned at the top of the chat. BetUS. This show is powered by BetUS. And to be quite honest with you, you know, we got to take a quick second to acknowledge our such gracious sponsors, man. Such great sponsors, man. Shout out to BetUS.
This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
You're damn real. You're damn real, man. Listen, man, we're going to have some real betting action. We got over 100 in the room. Get wasted with your brother. Wasted. Man, got to get hydrated before you start running off at the mouth, man. Pause. So let's get this thing started, man. My God, yo, Reese is in a place. Franklin Planet Raider Skinner is in the effing place, man. Paul Edgerton, Anthony Hernandez, Jerome Clemens, man. My dog, man. Beast Coast is in a place, man. Can't wait for Saturday's guy. I can't wait either, man. Let's start it off. Let's warm it up with my man, Matthew Barraquah. Hey, Wasted. Heard reporters say today that the worst thing for the Raiders would be for Gardner to win the job and to lead us to a 500 season. What are your thoughts? I'm gonna be honest with you. Totally agree. Because listen, what do I say all the time, guys? Anybody who has been watching me since the inception of my show, I always talk about mediocrity hell, right? That's essentially where you would be if you have a 500 season. That's essentially where you would be if you have no currency of hope with your young quarterback and Aiden O'Connell. This is essentially where you would be. It would be mediocrity hell. Mediocrity hell, man. And that's the worst place to be in the National Football League, because what normally happens is you come into the league, and if you're bad, the way the National Football League is set up, that's why it's the most competitive league, and there's so much parity in the National Football League, because you have the currency of hope. It's like, well, damn, we're terrible. Wow, we got the number one pick the year that Caleb Williams comes out. Yippee. But guess what? If you're a quarterback away and you're in the middle, you're just that much far away. Because most of the time, if you're a 500 team, you have some talent on your team. You're building towards something. You got some contracts in your team that you got to pay guys. You know, you're not flexible enough to go out there and just trade away the farm. And then you're just that far from getting the quarterback of the future. You know, when you don't have your quarterback of the future, you don't have a way to get one, man. It is very, very tough, man. It's very, very, some teams that draft their quarterback outside of the first round are very, very fortunate people, man. Because if you look at the Hall of Fame, you look at guys who are at the top of the league, these guys are first-round picks. They might have not been the first pick, but they are first-round picks. So shout out to my guy, Matthew Barraquat, man. So, look, we got to get into it, man. Yesterday, the Raiders wrapped camp. They're getting prepared for their game against the Minnesota Vikings on Saturday. And I'm going to be honest with you, man, I can't wait because that is going to give us the answers that we've been looking for all offseason, man. All offseason. I am so thirsty, bro. It's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Shout out to my brothers in here. Shout out to my brother, Graphic Raider. Shout out to the Gout gang. Graph got the gout. We all, y'all already know. Yo, Graph is stupid, yo. This guy. So I'm chilling, right? I'm preparing for my show. I'm minding my own business, right? So I get a ping from base camp. And he says, "Listen, I just want to tell you that you a hoe." Yo, this is the things that we do to each other, bro. He just tells me, yo, I'm a hoe. And I say, hey, Graph, man, you got a club foot, bro. That's it. You got the gout. Yeah. Oh my god, stupid, yo. I'm sorry I'm cursing, yo. Yo, Graph had me dying, yo. That's all we do. Just like, yo, man, hey, bro, what's good with you? Good. Hey, man, I just want to let you know you a hoe, man. Have a nice day. Click. If that ain't friendship, I don't know what is, man. And 4 people just left because I'm up here cussing. I'm sorry, man. Shout out to my brother, Big Mike Raider, too. Big Mike Raider's in the place, man. Mike, yo, I love what you're doing, man. Riding with Big Mike, man. He's going back to the Raider John days, man, the Sanjit days. He's starting off on the ground floor and giving you a podcast from the car, man. Shit is cold, man. Shout out to Big Mike Raider, man. And Big Mike Raider is also, if you guys haven't known, he's a new ambassador for Men of Order. And we got some products over at menoforder.com. Yeah, I got to go check them out too. Go on over there, man. Pick up flow. What I'm going to start doing is, because I'm about to really, really, I've been going to the gym on and off. But I'm committed. My back, my neck's feeling good, so I can really go hard. I'm going to show you guys the step-by-step transformation for Wasted to get back to being Wasted Apollo Creed, right? Taking some of the Men of Order products. I want you guys to go on over there, use my code. It is in my community tab. You know what I mean? You get 30% off. We have Apex, we have Flow. I need you to use my community tab so that they know the power of the Wasted Talent Army. Also, Bet US. Go on over there, check it out. It's at the top of the screen. So let's get started with the show, man. My guy, I hope AC balls out so that we can, have the QB under rookie contract. We can pay all our good players in the contract. Now, see, bro, this man said neck's feeling good. Man, get the F out of here, Graph. Damn. So we don't have a neck, bitch? The F, Graph, you about to be unceremoniously blocked. You lucky my soundboard is acting up today. You will be unceremoniously blocked, Graphic Raider. The F out of here. Your nonsense. This guy comes over here just being disruptive. Bastard. Yo, my guy, Lou. Hey, Wasted, Raider Nation, from your friendly neighborhood Cowboys fan, my guy, Lunatez Pale Moon. He always supports the show. Shout out to Lunatez Pale Moon, man. Yo, my guy, Paul Edgerton from way across the pond is in the place. So, yeah, listen, guys, getting back to this AOC talk, and we're going to kind of put a pin in that because we know what we're all looking for. We know what we're looking for in this Vikings game. We understand what we want to see. We want to see who's going to come out the victor of the QB, competition. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. They say it's a competition, but it's really not. It doesn't make any sense if these guys are playing anywhere close to each other to start a guy who's older and a guy who's more expensive and a guy that you have nothing invested in and a guy that you know is probably not going to be your future. For Gardner Minshew to win this job, Gardner Minshew has to step up in a way like a gargantuan way for him to step up. He has to, turn into a premier starter in this league for him to win this job. He does. You know what I mean? He has to Like, I mean, definitively run away with the job. You know, AP talked about this in the presser yesterday, and we're going to kind of transition and get into what AP talked about in the presser yesterday, man. Now, I know a lot of you guys may have seen it. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't hear me talk about it, damn it. So guess what? That is what we're going to do, man. That is what we're going to do. That is what the F we are going to do. We are going to talk about what AP spoke about yesterday, man. It's a lot going on, man. Now, when you talk about the Raiders, man, and AP, man, one of the big things that I love that he got into yesterday, man, he started getting into, you know, some of the questions and stuff from the guys out there in the peanut gallery, the Hondo Carpenters of the world, the Deshaun Reeves, the Vinny B's. Shout out to all of those guys out there asking the questions that we need to hear, right? Shout out to them for doing the work, right? But to be honest with you, man, the big thing that I got out of this was that he said that the guy that is turning the ball over the least is the one who's going to start. So that kind of gives you breadcrumbs to who you know is going to start, man. But let's get into it, man. They asked AP about the running back. They said, what are you seeing thus far as the running backs in third down? Is it a wide open role right now? Coach Pierce said, I think it's a wide open everywhere. Our team, honestly, keeps saying it's competition. No, it's kind of cliche, but it's true. Like, we got guys that have played in the league and guys that haven't played in this league, rookies, guys that have shown up. And I think everybody that's getting opportunities is making the most of their opportunity. I mean, there's some rookies that we see flashing. And I think Zamir has gotten better. Even late last season, his role as far as catching the football out of the backfield and blitz pickup. And he will continue to get better as we go into the scrimmage tomorrow and into next week's practices. So, look, man. I love some of that feedback. I also, want to get into what Coach Pierce said, about, having, the quarterback starting, who he's going to have start. You know what I mean? That was huge for me hearing AP talk about the turnover battle. So it pretty much affirms some of the things that we've thought here over at Raider Nation Unlimited, over at OLV. You know what I mean? We are a defensive-minded football team first, and now we know them making a commitment to ball control, being disciplined, shows you that they're not going out there. I mean, listen, every team wants to score points in the National Football League, but I think the Raiders kind of know where their ministry lies. They know that they need to be a bend, don't break kind of an offense, get first downs, down and distance, run the football, take care of the football. When you get in the red zone, close the deal. Not a lot of pomp and circumstance and bull crap. They got some talented guys on the offensive side of the ball, make no mistake about it. But they know that they're a team that is going to stop the other team from scoring, and they need for their defense to show up big and in real time for the Raiders to do anything, man. My guy, Big Mike Raider, dropping it down. Apex and Flow will get you right, folks. It has tremendously helped me with my health journey. Menavoda.com, Big Mike Raider. Mike, you get your damn promo code out of here. It's the Wasted Talent Show, God damn it. You go hit the wasted one. It's like, now, Big Mike, go over and support Big Mike, too. I'm effing around, man. Shout out to my brother, Big Mike, man. Yo, my guy, Raider JP, became a member of the Wasted Talent Army. Chip, Cheery, effing O. Appreciate you for being over here, man. My guy, Joe Capital Ramos. I think Zamir and Labe should be our thunder and lightning. Madison should be our closer, kind of like a 3rd and 1 yard line, not kind of back. This is the thing, man. I'm also hearing out of camp that, Madison is really, really doing well. Blitz pickup. This is something that's what he's always done in his league. And he's catching the football out of the backfield really well. I think with a quarterback like Aiden O'Connell and or Gardner Minshew, you have to have a running back that can pick up the blitz and it can catch the ball out of the backfield. I'm very, very excited for what we have here. I think this running back by committee thing is on to something. I've always been a guy that's a fan of the running back position. I'm an old school football fan. Like, I really don't like the fact that the running back has been kind of devalued in some kind of a way. So I've never really been a big running back by position guy. I didn't like that. Now, it has worked for the Raiders in the past, right? In our glory days, it's worked. And it's always kind of been a staple of Raider Nation. Not the times we had Marcus Allen and Bo, but other times during the Raiders' history, the Charlie Gardner, Tyrone Wheatley days, and Napoleon Kaufman days, like, Zach Crockett, all these different guys in those years that little block of years, we've had running back by committee kind of a construct. Kind of ride the lightning, ride the hot hand, right? I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. And man, I'm going to be honest with you. Dylan Labe is showing up in a big way. I can't wait to see Dylan Labe in against live bullets. That's one of the guys that I'm really, really looking forward to see against the Minnesota Vikings. Shout out to my guy Joe Capital Ramos, man. Yo, my brother Top Beats, man. The mod father extraordinaire, the general mod. My brother Top Beats gifting 10 Raider Nation Unlimited Wasted Talent memberships. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, my brother. You are definitely keeping the lights on over here. You know what, man? You are keeping the lights on in a real way, and you're also spreading the gift of membership to this channel, man. Shout out to my brother, man. My guy, the resident meathead of Raider Nation, Robert Cisneros. Salute, Wasted. I'm excited about this defense. Robert, I'm going to tell you something. The one thing I heard yesterday was some of the acrobatic interceptions coming from Jack Jones. I'm hearing, Trayvon Merring is picking the football off. Now the thing about it is that concerns me is it really bad offense, or is the defense just playing that well? Is it green quarterback play? Is it a gimme? Like I just pray and hope that the secondary that that was one of the groups when Antonio Pierce was naming the positional groups that have shined. He said that the secondary group as a whole has just been phenomenal, up and down. You've been hearing Pal Mal, all these guys. I'm praying that is a symptom of the fact that they've taken the next step to being dominant, and it's not a symptom of the fact that we have two mediocre guys under center. This is what I'm hoping, man. This is what I'm hoping. Yo, my guy Enrico Rios, my brother, man. We have to be good in the red zone. Been terrible for freaking years. Yo, Enrico, from your lips to God's ears, man. We have to be good in the red zone, bro, because the thing about it is, I don't know yet. We got to see if Aiden O'Connell can kind of dial it up, rear back, and throw that football down the field. But like I'm saying, I think we are going to have a lot of conservative football being played because of the defense. And I think we're going to have some favorable down and distances in the freaking opponents, red zone. I think we will. I think because of Jack Jones, intercepting the football, Trey intercepting the football. We're going to have a lot of short fields. When you have short fields, you got to stick the ball in the end zone, man. You got to close the deal. You have got to close the deal. My brother Ty Davis in the place. Sarah H is in the place, yo. Shout out to Sarah, yo. Shout out to Giovanni B. What the F? Giovanni, where the F you been, man? Where have you been, bro? Giovanni B, you have been missed over here at the Wasted Talent Arm, man. Shout out to my guy Giovanni, man. My guy, Lando. Love this channel. Sending good vibes, bro, man. Yo, we love and appreciate you for pulling up over here at Raider Nation Unlimited, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, man. My dog, Demokes. This is the president of the Aiden O'Connell fan club, man. So I'm more worried about our O-line than our QB battle. And that's a fact, because let me tell you something. It is going to be a battle for who's ever under center if the offensive line is horrible. Look, man, we got some of the best pass rushers and defensive players in the league in our division. And then fast forward that to our out of division rivalries and some of the other teams we're playing. This year we're going to see Bosa, we're going to see Khalil Mack, we're going to see T.J. Watt, we're going to see Rashawn Gary. We're going to see some people here, bro. We are going to see a who's who of pass rushers this year. We really, really are. And I'm going to tell you something, man. When you start talking about importance, man, the offensive line ranks right up there, commiserate to what's going on with the quarterback situation. Make no effing mistake about it. My guy, Matt Barrico, wait, is there a defensive vet out there that you bring in for a penny for a pound? Yeah, man, Stephon Gilmore, 100%. And even though this defense has been balling, be Stephon Gilmore, because I think that veteran presence will help elevate guys like Jacorian Bennett on his roster. And then now I know that I have a viable number 2 starting cornerback on his roster. Now I know we can take off, because, the secondary, we're very, very hyped for it. But if I'm being honest, we don't really know how good this secondary. We know how good it can be. We don't know how good it actually is. And that's the scary thing about this. That is the scary thing. My brother Hug D's dropping 10 Raider Nation Unlimited featuring Wasted Talent memberships, joining the Wasted Talent Army. Yo, thank you, my brother Hug. Thank you, Top Beats, for making the Wasted Talent Army grow in droves. I want everybody who received the gifted membership to drop a thank you with some flags in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all, bro. Wait, my guy, I put the wrong one, man. Yo, my guy, Top Beats, welcome to all our new members. Make sure y'all click that subscribe button and pay your bar tab. It's right, man. I mean, listen, man, there's been a lot going on, man. There's been a lot going on. A lot of people are talking about some of the camp battles, a lot of the things that went on yesterday, man. You know, because, listen, the Raiders are starting to head into uncharted territory, man. You know, for the first time in my history of being a Raider fan, it's one of the first times, man, that I can remember this being a defensive-led football team. And there's a lot of questions that need to be answered, man. You know, I want to go into some of the things that we've all learned out there in Costa Mesa, man. You know what I mean? One of the things that we've learned, of course, and it's no surprise, the quarterback room is struggling, man. The quarterback room is struggling, and the defense is balling, man. The defense is going and showing up in a real way, man. Also, yo, a lot of the rookies are balling out. They showing up, man. Eckenberg and Dylan Labe, they're opening people's eyes up. Even DJ Glaze, man. And you know, we also know that, you know, the Raiders depth chart as far as when it comes to the cornerback room is still a question mark, man. We still have not got the answers we want from Jacorian Bennett. We still have not gotten the answers, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Jacorian Bennett play a substantial amount of time. Also, when we talk about the Minnesota Viking game, the Raiders, from what I understand, are going to play Gardner Minshew for one quarter, and they're going to play your boy Aiden O'Connell for one quarter. And we got to have to see it through, man. Steam T dropping a $50 holla, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Love AP. But the only answer to any QB question should be it's up to us to put the QB in a position to succeed. If they fail, I failed. It does not sit well with me that he says the QB needs to show him something. That's Josh's speak. Steam T, I don't necessarily agree with that, man, because at the end of the day, man, these are grown men, right? These are grown men. They have a job to do. You know, you're dealing with a coach who has won a Super Bowl, so he's played at the highest level. And he's played with a borderline Hall of Famer, if not Hall of Famer, in Eli Manning, right? So this is a guy who knows what it looks like. I think it's up to every player on the roster to show the coaching staff and the decision makers who they are. You know, like, listen, man, is there a shared responsibility in the quarterback making that ascension and doing well? Yes, there is definitely a shared responsibility from the organization and said player, right? But when you have an organization that's being built the right way, when you have a positive program such as the Raiders, right? When you're getting paid a certain amount of money, right? When you have weapons around you, there's not one quarterback in his league that will say that they don't want to throw to Devontae Adams. Right? You got Brock Bowers, you got Michael Mayer, you got two of the top probably 6 or 7 young tight ends in this sport on the exact same team, right? You know, you got Jacoby Myers, a guy that's you know, a fringe all-pro player. He's definitely a top 15 guy at his position, right? So there are positionally, yo, you have one of the 10 best centers in football. You know, when Colton Miller, when healthy, is one of the 10 best left tackles in football. You have 3 young players who have a high ceiling and a lot of talent on that line, right? So when you look at the Raiders are not some rudderless organization, man. So when you come out here as a quarterback, you're expected to be a pro. And it's not just up to the team, especially a guy like Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew is a journeyman quarterback. He knows what time it is. If you don't play well, you out of here. You're effing out of here, man. But look, man, shout out to Steam T. Appreciate, you know, your opinion, man, the outlook on that. Appreciate you. Pablo Nava. Wasted. Do you feel like we should go pick up another DE or outside linebacker for depth? Yeah, look, as far as outside linebacker, it would have to be a guy who was a perennial all-pro that's a little long in the tooth and willing to come here and cheat. So for me to, and even with defensive end, for me to mess with our young nucleus, to just bring some Johnny come lately off the street who's a shell of himself is not something I'm a fan of. But if I can get, one of the guys that I just named and they're healthy and they play to the back of their baseball card or their football card, then yeah, I would definitely bring somebody in just to take the defense to the next level, beyond. You know what I mean? Beyond. Man, yo. I mean, but your training camp wrap. And I really want to get into some matchups that we need to look forward to in the game, man. I mean, are there any matchups you guys looking forward to? Is there any matchups you guys looking forward to, man? Because I think maybe, what I might do is I'm going to put up the roster, man. The Minnesota Vikings roster, I'll put up ours first, right? I'm going to put up ours first, man. But I really don't think we really need to. You guys know our roster, man. Y'all know our roster. Right? And look, I'm going to share this article. It's a dope article on a Raider Ramble. Written by Matt Holder. Shout out to Matt Holder, man. We're going to share this article. We are going to share this effing article, my guy. Oh, here we go. Share screen. Old man wasted. It take him a while, man. It take him a while. Yo, is this it? No, this is not it. This is not it. What the F is going on here? The F is going on here, guys. What in the F? While I find this article, let me read this super from my brother Ty Davis, man. Saturday, we finally get to see with our own eyes how this team is looking. Finally, no more rumors. Who you think will shine in preseason? Look, man, I'm already prepared to see what Dylan Labe is going to bring to the table. I think Dylan Labe is going to be an absolute stud. I'm also excited to see DeCameron Richardson. I think DeCameron Richardson is going to ball out. I think Byron Young is going to ball out. Byron Young is a guy that I've had high hopes for since he came in this league. He is a guy that people feel is an equal to Jalen Carter. I know you guys are gonna be like, "Wasted, you tweaking?" There are people remind you they had him as highly regarded as Jalen Carter when he was at Alabama. If that's a thing, you know what I'm saying? Byron Young was very, very highly regarded. Look, man, so we're going to get into some of the matchups, man. And my guy Jasper Cervantes, DJ Glaze versus Dallas Turner, man. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait to see that one right there, man. I can't wait, man. Yo, DJ Glaze, man, is a guy that, man, who the hell ever thought that guy was going to kind of ball out the way he has, man? Who the hell thought that? That guy, man, look, DJ Glaze is like, I'm excited, bro. I mean, I thought it was almost a stone cold lead pipe fact that you just knew that Thayer Munford had that job, man. And listen, Dr. DJ Glazenstein is up here balling the F out, man. He's going to ball the F. He's been balling the F out, man. So, guys, look, I'm going to share this article. Let's share this article, man. DJ Glaze versus Dallas Turner, man. And, shout out to Raider Ramble. Gave everybody props. Yo, they said Glaze's Turner heads in Costa Mesa. Earning a few reps with the first team at right tackle during the Raiders training camp. Granted, the coaching staff still has him listed as a backup behind Thayer Munford Jr. But the unofficial depth chart and the rookie has a good opportunity to boost his stock against first-round pick Dallas Turner on Saturday. So what we going to do? We going back to the Senior Bowl on him, right? Who knows, man? Even I don't remember whether Dallas Turner was there or not. So Trey Taylor versus J.J. McCarthy, man. Coming out of Air Force, Taylor was known as a playmaking safety with his 6 interceptions and 13 pass defense. Over the last 3 seasons, however, the 7th-round pick is on a roster bubble, especially if the Raiders opt to only keep 4 safeties as Trayvon Merritt, Marcus Epps, Isaiah Palmau are locks to make the team. Meanwhile, McCarthy is fighting for his position on the rock. listen, man, JJ McCarthy's the future of that team. He ain't fighting for it. Come on, bro. The only reason why they're gonna start Sam Darnold, man, is because they're gonna let Sammy be the sacrificial lamb and get beat up. But Sam Darnold is currently listed as Minnesota's starting quarterback, while Nick Mullins and the rookie share the second spot. So not only is he looking to prove what he can be as the future of the franchise, but he's also in a battle for backup duties. Let me tell you something. JJ McCarthy will be starting. The way he's playing and what I'm seeing hearing out of camp, they're going to see that he's the best quarterback on the roster already, and they're going to let the kid rock. Byron Young versus Dalton Reisner. This is a big one, man. I just brought Byron Young up. After being a healthy scratch for half of Las Vegas' regular season games last year, it seems like Young has been playing much better in training camp. And this time around, Raiders Wire's Levi Damien reported that the 2003 third-round pick was getting first-team reps while John Jenkins was banged up early in camp. So Young has reportedly looked like a much better player heading into year two. Now, guys, you know what I see from that? The biggest thing I see from that is that there's something that has been very, very woefully absent from the Raiders team in the last 20 years, and that is player freaking development. I love it, man. I love it, man. Yo, Street Professor said Chris Smith is on life support at this point. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's looking a little bleak for him, man. It's looking bleaker than Memphis for that brother, man. It's looking bleak out here for that brother, man. My guy, Delano Raider, listening while at work. Thanks for the entertainment to pass. 45 minutes left in my 10-hour shift, man. Hey, Delano, if I can entertain you and get you through work, man, shout out to you, man. Sometimes I need that too, brother. Sometimes I need that too, man. Sometimes I need that too, man. Can't get right. Ways that we trust. What do you think? Will Labe get a spot? Bro, Labe 100% is going to get a spot. And I think Labe is going to be a guy who's going to factor in his team and his offense this year. I do. He's a guy that really, is so versatile. You can't help but to use a player like that. He's versatile. He understands the game. And, he has a set of skills at running back that most people don't really have, man. I'm telling you right now. So let's get back to this article, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. But the Byron Young versus Dalton Reisner, man, is a big one, man. Now, on the Vikings side of the ball, Reisner is currently in a competition for the starting guard spot per Vikings wire Andrew Harbaugh. Additionally, while the 6-year veteran has always lined up at left guard during his career, he was listed on the right side in Minnesota's initial depth chart as a backup. So he has plenty to prove in his weekend's game and might get more snaps than one might expect with his experience level. But it will be interesting to see how much Young has grown as he competes against Reisner. Yo. Listen, man, I'm sure he has a chip on his shoulder. So I love to see that, man. I love to see that. I love to see him come out there and be tested against real freaking competition, man. Real competition, man. Shout out to everybody. Cheeseman, finally caught a wasted live, man. Appreciate you, man. Yo, my guy Top Beast. So, guys, in the chat, really quickly, who are you guys looking forward to seeing this weekend, man? My guy Top Beast is warming it up right here. I'm looking forward to seeing Jack Jones versus Jefferson and Jordan Addison, man, versus Bennett. Yeah, man, I would love to see that. I don't really think we're going to see too much of that, though, Top. I'm going to be honest with you, man. But I would, listen, man, if there's a litmus test, if there's a measuring stick, it is definitely Jefferson. I mean, Jefferson, bro, besides Devontae Adams, to me, man, is, one of the three best guys at his position. I would love to see Jack Jones, how he match up. And Jordan Addison versus Bennett is a really, really great matchup too, bro. Shout out to Top Beats for warming it up, man. But I don't think that Jefferson will play a snap in the preseason, man. I'm going to be honest with you. All of the injury concerns that he has, like my man Top B says, man. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. My guy Jack Burton is in the place, man. Shout out to you, man. Yo, so boom. My guy Edgar V, Tyree Wilson. Now, Tyree Wilson is a guy, man, who I have not been, I'm a little concerned about where Tyree Wilson is as a player, man. I'm very, very concerned, man. I'm concerned because, training camp has not painted the most favorable picture of Tyree Wilson, man. This defensive lineman, man, has high expectations. We talked about this the last show. Man, this man was drafted not in the 7th round, but with the 7th pick. This man was drafted with the 7th pick. So that means that he should be a stone cold lead pipe fact starter. And the Raiders fans were like, going crazy about how he looked and his build and, he looks like a monster. Listen, bro, there are a lot of people in this league who look like Tarzan and play like Jane. There's a lot of people, and we got to make sure we put that line of demarcation out there. I want to see some results. Now, I think that Tyree Wilson should just come on out and just become Reggie White. No. But what I want to see is I want to see him get in the sack party. I want to see some of that bend that you see from natural born killers that are at that pass rush position. That bend, man. It's hard to teach that, man. It is hard to teach that. Now, I can see Tyree Wilson just by virtue of the fact of his prerequisite skill set that he's gotten from the man upstairs. I can see him being a productive player, but I want to see Tyree Wilson turn into the stud that people advertise. Hondo Carpenter sat right here on this platform and on Graphics platform and told us that he was a dude. People in the building thought he was a dude. I need to effing see it, man. He put on some serious mass, man. I mean, he's always had, the build and the physique, man. But, there was a lot of beat reporters out there, and Vic Tafur being one that says that he has not been, impressive. And listen, to be honest with you, beat reporters are in the building. Graf touched on this earlier. He had a great thought, and I've touched on this too in the past. You got to understand that people's opinions are subjective, man. Yeah, are they around football every day? Do these guys know football? Yeah. But, they don't understand the complete picture. They don't know what's going on, what play is supposed to be run, what his responsibilities is, what gap the guy was supposed to be in. So you have to take a lot of the assessments of others with a grain of salt and wait until you can kind of surmise what they're going to do this year based off of how they play against live bullets, against other teams. Because now it's not just drills and nonsense at that point, man. And Vic Tafur said in his own words, he goes, I wouldn't say that Tyree has had a great camp. I think Tyree is still kind of a project. All offseason, we heard about Tyree having a great offseason and going to really take off this year. I don't know if he's going to have the impact this year, which is fine because they have other guys. But for a guy who was a first-round pick, I think he still struggles at times getting off the ball. I wouldn't say he has taken another step forward. That's very alarming to me, guys. It's very, very alarming to me. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my guy, man. Peyton Heard. I want to see what Ja'Cory and Tyree and Lobby look like. Look, it's about the second-year guys for me. It's about the second-year guys for me. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. You know what I mean? It's about the second-year guys for me. I mean, what are the odds that Tyree Wilson makes a freaking Pro Bowl? Like, what are the odds that he takes that step forward to where, he gets in the national consciousness, man? What are the odds, man? What are the odds? My brother, Big Mike Raider, been a member for 20. Damn, I've been doing this for 20. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. That's crazy, man. Seek a trade of Tyree where there's still value. Big Mike, I think I get it, man. I get it. I understand. But Big Mike, you know what? I think you kind of cutting your nose off to spite your face doing that, right? Because everybody doesn't hit immediately. Everybody doesn't hit immediately, right? And to me, when you draft somebody with the 7th pick, you got to see that through to the end. You got to see that through to the end, because what is the value of a player who's not done very much, who's getting paid, first round money, who's going to have a 5th-year option, right? I think you make the determination on Tyree Wilson when it comes time to make that 5th-year investment in him, because you're paying him, but you're not paying him to a point where you're cash strapped and you need to make a move. The Raiders have been very, very financially mobile and fiscally responsible. They really have. And a lot of that, is going to be tied into, what they're going to do with Malcolm Kuntz. Now, I know Malcolm Kuntz is going to get the baggery, man. He definitely is, man. So I wouldn't get rid of Tyree Wilson this early. And I'm a guy who was not happy that we drafted him. I respectfully, I can say that. I see why we drafted him, but I didn't want that at number 7. My guy, Reese Rock, man. Tyree should have stayed in Vegas and worked on himself. Don't go home if you're a high draft pick with high responsibilities. If Tyree had the focus as young, there would be evidence of something. Bro, I don't necessarily think like, bro, football is not easy, bro. It's not easy. And playing defensive end is not easy. I see the thing with Tyree Wilson that for me as a fan that I didn't see is I didn't see the quick twitch, the reflexes. I see the strength, see the straight line speed. I don't see the agility, right? And that's something that's might take him a little longer. I think it's a part of, you know, knowing the nuance of the game, how to jump the snap. He just needs to just keep cooking. That's all. I think Tyree Wilson is working just as hard as everybody. It's just everybody. Like if everybody was Max Crosby, then nobody's Max. Like come on, bro. Yo, and guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When you start talking about the odds of what Tyree's gonna be, the odds of whatever it's gonna be, man, you gotta start looking around for your action as far as from a betting perspective. And if you're looking for a new sports book this football season, man, BetUS is the answer, man. Fastest payouts in the industry, 125% sign-up bonus up to $2,000 for your first 3 deposits. Fast and easy deposit and withdrawal process. I'm going to be honest with you, man. If you guys want to check out BetUS, man, go check out my BetUS link at the top of the description. It's pinned to the top. Tell them Wasted sent you. It's very important that the Wasted Talent Army, if you guys are going to go over to BetUS, you click my link because I want to show the BetUS people over there the power of the Wasted Talent Army. I want to show them. But, yo, you know what's crazy, man? I was thinking, man, really, really quickly, man, if you guys will humor me, right? I want to show you guys that are interested in, you know, sports gambling, things like that. You know, there are some people that like to wager on a game or two. And since the preseason is coming up, you have that option and that right to go over BetUS. And I want to show you guys, you know, what the BetUS site looks like, man. It's a beautiful site, man. Beautiful site. America's favorite sportsbook for 30 plus years, man. Look at all the action they got. All sports. Odds boost. Same day parlays, man. Football, basketball, ice hockey, baseball, golf, Olympics action, tennis, soccer, martial arts. They got politics, man. Boxing, NASCAR, motorsports, rugby, cricket, darts, cycling, entertainment. I mean, this is why you choose BetUS. I mean, I didn't even start. Novelty, lacrosse. I don't even know what the F snooker is. Financials and NFL odds by the date. Listen, there is no other sports book out there that is as comprehensive as BetUS. Go on over there, check it out. Tell them Wasted Talent sent you. The link is at the top. And hey, man, tell a friend to tell a friend, y'all. BetUS, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the chat for humoring me. Now let's get back to the show, man. I see y'all talking about cricket, snooker. What the F is that? I don't know what snooker is. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I might even go over there and go bet on snooker. I don't even know what the F it is, man. All Tyree's issues are from an injury that slowed down his development. Now that he is healthy, you have to stick to it. Wait, healthy, some stick to it and give a shit. He'll make, so now that he is healthy, some stick to it and give a shit will make him a better player and he can cook. And MG Raider, see, the thing about it is he had a foot injury. It's Liz Frank thing going on. I think at this point, the foot injury slowed him down, but I think the things that I saw coming out on tape with Tyree Wilson are some of the things that are hindering him now. Some of the quick twitch stuff. Like, you know, with pass rushers, you kind of normally see the explosiveness as far as with their speed and their reflexes, and you just don't really see that. But I think he can definitely develop into that. My brother, Top Beast, man, BetUS has everything. Click the link below. And don't forget to tell him, Wasted sent you, man. Appreciate you, man. Jay Chessman, was it Snooker, that chick from Jersey Shore? Yes. Can you bet on the downfall of how she's going to throw up on her? You can. I'm just kidding around. I don't know. I don't know what the F Snooker is, yo. Yo, Big Mike says, I'll smack all of y'all in snooker. The fact, Big Mike, I am upset that you even know what the F snooker is, and you are going to be unceremoniously blocked for knowing what the F that is. What the F is snooker, Big Mike? Big Mike flexing on snooker. What the heck is going on here, Big Mike? The F. It's nasty work in this chat, man. Nasty work. Effing snooker. What the F is wrong with you, Big Mike? The F is wrong with you, man. Big Mike laying the points on some snooker. So, guys, let me ask y'all a question, man. This JJ McCarthy nonsense that he's talking about, the Raiders, being vanilla and all this and that. What do you guys think about that, man? Because I'm going to be honest with you, man. Look, those who know. Those who don't. But I think what JJ McCarthy is suffering from is youthful ignorance. And I think it's funny that a guy that's going to a preseason game who won't see many snaps, who might see the second stringers, who knows if he's going to start, if he's not going to, if Sammy's starting, he's going to see the second stringers, has a nerve to talk about the Raider defense when they're going to be serving up vanilla because it is preseason. It's unbelievable. And it's funny, like with JJ McCarthy, you guys know, I personally like JJ McCarthy. I think he's going to be a stud. I wanted the Raiders to draft him. But I think, JJ McCarthy's trolling here, man. He's facing his NFL preseason debut, man. JJ McCarthy said he's relieved to face a Las Vegas Raiders defense that allowed the 9th fewest points in the league last year. The reason why? Defensive coordinator Brian Flores has baptized McCarthy by fire in training camp, deploying a deceptive defense that he's never seen in the league until last season. McCarthy was asked what he's most looking forward to in the Vikings preseason opener against the Raiders, and a sigh of relief. Most eager to see this is just a vanilla defense, honestly, he said with a chuckle in the August 7th news conference, admitting that the matchup is it's a cakewalk compared to what he's faced in Flores' defense this summer. It's funny, man. In Flores' defense, they don't hit you, McCarthy. And I don't know if that was a shot or if it was a sense of him saying, yo, I'm going to get served vanilla because it is preseason. But shout out to my brothers that pulled up the place. Shout out to my brother Shalib, gifting 5 Raider Nation Unlimited memberships. The Wasted Talent Army is growing and is taking over. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to my brother, the Kevin Nash, Shieldmore, H. Spivey, gifting 5 Raider Nation Unlimited memberships. All of the members in the chat who have received memberships, please do me a favor, send them flags up, man. And we are going to have a members-only show coming up next week. Got to show you guys the value of this freaking membership, man. Show you guys the value. I mean, golly, man. I mean, where else do you guys get football and snooker talk all in the same damn show, man? That's right. Welcome to all the new members, man. Welcome to all the new members. And you guys got to thank the guys who did it, man. Appreciate y'all, man. My brother. They said McCarthy is going to get his butt kicked by the Raiders. Oh, DeMokes, that is nasty work. You gotta chill, bro. It's preseason. Gotta chill, yo. Y'all acting wild, man. What the F are y'all talking about, bro? They said Crosby would show that boy some vanilla. No. Get the F out of here, bro. The F out of here. What is going on here, yo? But hold on, man. Hold on. Hold the F on, man. We got to get back to it, man. So when we start talking about, this game, man, the guys that I'm really excited to see, man, are Thayer Munford. I'm really, really excited to see Thayer Munford, man. Because I think as Thayer Munford goes, this offensive line goes. I'm really, really excited to see DJ Glaze. I'm excited to see Trey Taylor, man. I'm excited to see, listen, all of the second-year guys I'm excited to see, right? All of the rookies I'm excited to see. And if I'm going to go veteran-wise, I want to see Madison. And I know he's not going to play that much because he's been in the league a long time, but I want to see how much he has left in the tank. I want to see if he's got, that little spry step. And I also want to see Zamir White. I want to see the Raiders run him. I want to see him play a whole quarter, man. I don't want to see them protecting Zamir White. I want to see if he can be that bell cow that he is. Operator King, he goes, yo, I want to see Isaiah Palmau. Definitely, bro. Definitely. Are the receivers going to see snaps with both QBs? I think they're going to probably make it that way. I think when they start, trying to transition some of the guys in and out, I think what the Raiders are probably going to do is they are going to probably give, Gardner Minshew, a series with certain receivers and give Aiden O'Connell a series. I think they're going to probably scale like that and get those guys to sit on down, which would be smart. My guy, Cabrera, here's the deal. If our D is top 3 and making it that hard on our O, then I expect our O to smoke 2s and 3s boots. He's saying Detroit, but he probably means Minnesota. Look, I ain't mad at him, man. Devastated. Yeah, I wanted McCarthy to the Raiders as well. I hope he does great things in Minnesota. Listen, I hope he gets slammed on his back like the jabroni he is if he gets out of line with us. My guy, Ace Bobby, excited to see Bennett grow into a beast. He's a beast. I'm excited to see Jacorian Bennett too, bro. I think Jacorian Bennett has a lot of talent, man. I think he's going to surprise some people. If Jacorian Bennett can round into shape into the kind of player that we think he can be, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. Jacorian Bennett really will make this defense what it is, man. Yeah, Space Beast, I got to ask that question. Where the F is the Wasted Talent Army? 150 likes? Y'all go over there and pay your bar tabs. It's too many people with bar tabs open here. What the F is going on here? Hey, Wasted, it's been a minute. Blessed to you and your family. Let's go Raiders. Laney B, what it is, the Flying Wonderful. Appreciate you, yo. Appreciate you. Damian Robinson, my pro comp for McCarthy is Jimmy G. I think you are smoking D, and D, you are bugging. JJ McCarthy is infinitely just from a visceral, like from a surface level, from an arm talent, speed. He is infinitely more talented than Jimmy Garoppolo. As Jimmy Garoppolo more talented as it becomes, him being in the league and being more savvy and being a vet, yeah. But get the F out of here with that. My guy, Mondo Reyes. My guy, Top Beach. Yo, we have 279 in the chat. We actually have 334 with everybody combined on freaking Twitter. So we got a lot of people in here, yo. We got 334, man. Pay your bar tabs. The F is going on here. Reese Rock with the hot take. Everybody get your questions in. Get your hot takes in right now, man. Get your hot takes right now because we're going to get out of here. We almost at an hour here. Devin Shires getting the pick and Janoris Robinson getting the sack. Maybe, man. I hope so, bro. T. Severe. T. Severe is in a place to be. Shout out to T. Severe. J.J. McCarthy's a thinner Jake Locker. I mean, T. Severe, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I don't agree. Jake Locker was a guy, man, who, was a turnover machine in college too, right? And, I think J.J. McCarthy has a better resume, man. He's a national champion, bigger guy, more physically talented guy. I don't see that. I think J.J. McCarthy has, and Tom Brady would agree. Tom Brady was very, very high on J.J. McCarthy. I'm telling you, J.J. McCarthy is much better than than Jake Locker. Yo, my guy Jay Cheeseman, man, with the $2 holler, man. I see a turnover against each of their QBs. I do too. Listen, Sam Darnold is always been a turnover machine. Sam Darnold is one of those quarterbacks that I don't understand why he hasn't been better. I don't understand why Sam Darnold hasn't been better. I really don't, man. Telling you, man. My guy, Raider Rubber, he said, damn, I need my stream this clean, man. The quality's super clean, man. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, bro. Listen, man, we coming vets at this in here, brother. Coming vets at this, man. Shout out to you, Raider Rebel. No red hat severe. Listen, don't you get the F out of here with that. Listen, you guys got to stop. Y'all got to chill with that. Y'all got to chill with telling guys what color hat. Listen, as long as it's got a Raider emblem on it, some Raider shit, I'm cool. It's a reason why, these manufacturers make these hats. They make blue ones. They make green ones. I bought a Raider hat with like forest shit all on it. Because, sometimes, bro, if you want to rep the Raiders, you might have a pair of red J's. And you know how brothers, we like to match. You know what I'm saying, bro? Come on now, bro. Get the F out of here with that. The F out of here. You don't tell T Severe what to do. Nobody does. F out of here. Shout out to T Severe Raider. One of the most severe comments going on Raider YouTube. Thank you. Devastated. He goes, are the people still caring what others wear or how they be? F out of here. It's right, man. It's right. What the F is going on? We don't know, man. We don't know. McLuffy is in a place. But yo, Gerard Davenport, Sam Darnold doesn't put in enough work to become better. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Sam Darnold, like from when he was with the Jets, right? You know, I live in the tri-state area, you know, and when you're in a car, most of the things that you hear is, you know, jet giant driven stuff, right? So if I'm riding around and I'm working and I'm at work and I'm driving and this, that, and the third, I heard a lot about the maturation of Sam Darnold. And the one thing that wasn't an issue was his work ethic. The thing with Sam Darnold is, listen, if everybody is special, nobody's special. I think Sam Darnold got all the God-given ability, but I think when it comes to seeing the football field, that is the piece that he doesn't see. Everyone is not Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. You know, where Patrick Mahomes can, you know, run and see somebody and be looking here and see somebody downfield and throw the football like this and then boom, it's right there. It's not what he is, man. I think Sam Darnold was a guy who got drafted high in a quarterback draft that, you know, people thought was a great quarterback draft, and it turns out it was not. And he is what he is. I think he's going to be a journeyman. I think it's going to take for someone with Sam Darnold a bright offensive mind to take him and mold him into and play to the strengths that Sam Darnold has, right? But I wouldn't mind having Sammy here as a backup, to be honest with you, right? But I don't think it's by, you know, lack of him trying and working hard. I think Sam Darnold works pretty hard from what I understand of him when he was on the Jets. Now, I haven't really followed his career since he's left the Jets because, you know, I wasn't following him when he was on the Jets. It's just that when I get in the car, if I turn on ESPN Radio New York, that's what they were talking about because he was once the starting quarterback of the New York Jets. And all they talk about is the Jets and the Giants. Damn shit. The F out of here, man. Yeah, man. Yo, hold on. Wait a minute. Big Mike Raider, the snooker god. He goes, I am a supreme snooker. Y'all don't understand. Big Mike, you have to tell me what the F snooker is, bro. Big Mike, you have to call me, right? You don't even got to call me, Big Mike. Just text me and tell me what the F snooker is, bro. I don't know. I don't know if we do all of this snooker stuff on the East Coast, man. What the F is this crap? Top beats. Did anyone see Trey Lance in practice the other day? LOL, let's just say interceptions and the name Lance are going to be joined from the hip for a long time. Bro, yeah, there's a lot. That is definitely a guy who was overdrafted from what I see. But, guys, when you start seeing these interceptions in camp, I'm not saying that they don't mean anything, but they don't mean as much as you think, right? Because these guys are trying things out. They're taking chances. They're stretching their limits to see how their arm talent is going to work. You know, that's the time to try things is in camp. So I prefer for my quarterbacks to really cut it loose. Now, if you're in a quarterback competition, it's different because you got to kind of play under control. But my philosophy is, hey, man, take that shot that might get picked off. Take it. F it. Practice makes perfect, right? T. Severe, people forget how good Jake Locker was in college. I think a lot of arm talent, very athletic, was very tough. J.J. McCarthy was asked to carry the Wolverines. He would have had more turnovers. I don't know. Bro, I just think that, you know, we got to look at where Jake Locker played. We got to look at, you know, competition. I think that, and you got to look at the fact that, J.J. McCarthy has done nothing but just get better since he was like, and I don't think that Jake Locker was pretty good, but I don't think Jake Locker is as big as J.J. McCarthy. I don't think he's as athletically talented with his feet, and he definitely don't have an arm J.J. has, man. Sorry, man. Shout out to my guy, Reese Rock. Shout out. What's up, Reese? Oh, he said have a good night. Shout out to you, Reese. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to my brother, A. Spivey, man. The Kevin Nash Shieldmore blessing us with a $5 holla, the 5-piece. I have a Raiders hat with Christmas balls. Goes great with my crazy sweater. Wear what you want. Declare Raiders. Snooker is a crazy English billiards game. Look at Spivey just bringing value to the chat. Now we know what snooker is. And I'm going to be honest with you. Big Mike Raider has just dropped a bombshell this just in. Big Mike Raider has texted me and he has declared, and Big Mike, I'm going to let this well-known fact go right now. Big Mike Raider has just told me that he does not know what the F snooker is either. So shout out to Big Mike. The only thing Big Mike knows is that I don't know what snooker is, but I'll bust y'all asses in snooker. That's all he said. He goes, he said, I don't know what the F it is. He goes, but if it's being great at it, I am that. Big Mike Raider has let it be known that y'all asses is kicked in snooker if you play him. And he don't even know what the hell it is. That's how great Big Mike Raider is, man. Yo, salute to Big Mike, yo. Salute to Big Mike. Oh, man, yo. Salute to Big Mike, yo. My brother, man. And see, you talking about my man Martin, who is from across the pond. That is a tea and crumpet eating Raider fan, man. He says, I knew it. Big Mike's a phony snookerist. He's been exposed here. Oh, man, yo. My guy, Trap God, says AOC looks slimmer and taller than last season for some reason because he's been hitting the weights. He in that listen, man, that NFL nutrition, you know, them having the right meal for you. The Raiders, man, they not playing, bro. I've heard a lot about how they're bringing these guys along. They have the right shake for you. It's just your shake. They have the nutrition for you there. Like the Raiders, that shit is next level. This is not Al Davis's Raiders as far as with the training staff. The Raiders have one of the best training staffs in football, man. So if you need to lose weight, you need to trim up, you need to get stronger, whatever, they're going to make sure. They're going to make sure, man. So, yo, of course, the fact that Aiden O'Connell has made strides as far as his physique and stuff like that goes to show you that he's a grinder, he's a hard worker. Like, at the basis of success is hard work. The basis of success is hard work for me, right? So I don't know how good Aiden's going to do. I'll be lying to sit up here and tell you that I know he's going to be great. You know, my brother DeMokes always says AOC MVP income, and I hope so, man, from his lips to God's ears, right? But the one thing that I know and I can determine that he's at the very minimum going to be better than he was last year is the fact that he's working hard. It's the fact that he's working hard. Big Mike said he is putting cases on all you bitches. Shout out to y'all, man. D182. If Ayuk gets traded to the Steelers, the 49ers offer next year's first round pick for Devontae, would you make the trade? It's tough, man. It's tough. You know, I mean, Devontae's owed a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But you almost kind of short circuit your season if you trade, you know, your best offensive player, right? Like, do you believe, like, because if you trade Devontae Adams, what you're essentially saying that, okay, we're not trying to compete and you want to compete. And when you look at the 49ers, it's like, yo, getting a first round pick from the 49ers, and I know it's a first round pick, it is essentially a second round pick because they're probably going to be one of the last four teams playing football next year. They're just such a talented roster. The thing about the 49ers is the 49ers, if they can't afford to pay Brendan Ayuk, how are they going to eat the Devontae Adams contract? They're not going to be able to because Devontae Adams is getting paid more than Ayuk right now. And Ayuk is a younger player, right? Now, a lot of us have heard about Brendan Ayuk's agent being at Raiders camp. I think as much to do about nothing because a lot of the players on this roster are represented by the agents that are in his agency. And also, he is Thayer Mumford's agent. So I think we could put that rumor to bed that Ayuk is coming to the Raiders and all this bullshit. You know, there were a lot of people who are running with that. But you guys understand something. When you see one person's agent, most of these agencies have multiple players. So you got to follow the breadcrumb. You got to follow. So it's a bunch of Cappy McCappenstein, man. Cappy McCappenstein. Like the only way I would consider trading Devontae Adams is if we're at the bottom of the barrel, we're having a bad season, it's the trade deadline, and we can kind of see the handwriting on the wall. Then you do it, but you don't do it at the beginning of the season. That means you have no faith because okay, you keep Devontae Adams, right? It's what if the Raiders are 5-1 or some shit, or then now we cooking with gas. What if Aiden O'Connell matures into being the kind of quarterback we hope he can be? What if he's the answer? And then you get rid of the number one weapon. I think at this point we got to go out there with the horses we got in the barn right now. We don't want to go and try to be Madden GMs. I think a lot of fans played a lot of video games in their life. They played a lot of Madden football in their life. Let's just be for real here, man. And people don't realize, you have to go out there with the horses that you got in the barn. Hug these. He goes, by the way, I don't like Severe's Raider hat either. And T. Severe says he don't give a F because I got a red Raider hat too. The F out of here, Hug these. Shout out to my brother Hug, man. Niles is in the place, man. Shouting everybody out in here, man. Hammer McHammerlin. Is Hammer McHammerlin in the place? Oh, here we go. Joey Melendez. I can't believe the Raiders let Carr go and didn't draft his replacement. Do you think the Raiders will regret not going after the top QB in this draft? No. Because the thing about it is, Joey, and this is the thing. I think if the Raiders, and a lot of people, spoke about, the Raider quarterback thing. The Raiders, in their infinite wisdom, right? And for what I understand, there was an article about this, today. The Raiders were only willing to trade up for one particular quarterback in his draft. Right? This is all the Raiders were willing to do. And the thing about it is, based on that, it was Jaden Daniels. And when the Raiders didn't do that, they weren't willing to trade up for anybody. That was their opinion. That's how they evaluated these quarterbacks. And I trust that. I think that because the jury is still out on Aiden O'Connell, the jury is out on this season. I think the Raiders after this season, they wanted to try the Aiden O'Connell thing out. They didn't get Jaden Daniels. They made this roster stronger. They're trying to make this a good situation because when you draft a quarterback, you don't want to draft a quarterback where they have to come in and be the savior of the entire organization. This is such a good program that we got going on. If Aiden doesn't work out and we do bring a young guy in here, he is going to hit the ground running because he has such a talented roster behind him. And I think that's the best way to construct, a safe landing spot for a young QB, man. Now, Joey, you were absolutely right about that. They should have, McDumbasses, he effed that up, man. He messed that up. T. Severe, appreciate you, my brother. Take your son to football practice. Enjoy, my brother. Enjoy, man. That's the one thing that sucks that I never had a son. Because I would have loved to do that. I had fun, helping out with my brother, my nephews, and my brother-in-law and stuff with football and stuff. But man, it would have been great to have a boy to take the practice. I love my daughters to death, man. My daughters are my heart. But it would have been good. It's funny, man. I don't want to get into that's too personal, but it'd have been dope to be able to do that. My guy, Josh Chopper. What's good, Wasted? I know Flores is going to throw the kitchen sink at the Saturday, but with those blitz packages and covers, do you think Guard Dog will perform better than AOC did last year? It's hard to say, man, because they're going to both get one quarter. They're not going to probably take, one series or one quarter. They're not going to take a lot of snaps. You know what I mean? And I don't think that Brian Flores is going to throw the kitchen sink. I think they'll be serving up vanilla. Nobody wants people to get tape on their defense going into the season. So, I think Guard Dog and Aiden O'Connell are going to get a lot of really conservatively, they're going to get a lot of conservative looks, man. So they got to make the most of it. They got to make the most of it. Real rap, man. Now, D182, you are 100% right. They should have traded Carter to the Colts when they won him. They sure the hell should have. Sure the hell should have, man. Thank you, my brother Josh Chopper, for the $10 holler, bro. But I don't think so, bro. I think Aiden O'Connell is going to cook, bro. He cooked last year. I think Aiden is going to cook. I think Aiden is going to go out there. He's going to win this job. He gonna win his job this week. I really believe so. Because you got to realize we don't got 4 preseason games anymore. We got 2, right? And then if Aiden goes out there and he cooks, so you got to add that to him not turning the football over as much in practice. You got to add that to the fact that he's the younger player. You got to add that to the fact that he's the bigger player. You got to add that to the fact that he's the cheaper player. And now you got to take the organization and get behind him, man. That's what you're going to have to do, man. Said wasted with an unceremoniously blocked his son after a bet. No, I wouldn't, man. Come on, y'all crazy, man. I brought 2 humans into the world, so that's a fact. It's a fact. Shout out to you. And this is the thing with Aiden, man. Aiden throws that ball. He cuts that thing loose, man. He throw the ball down the field. I love that about him. It's one thing to be in practice, but when the lights come on, remember, ALC scored 63 points, a Raider record. He's going to shine. Look, man, I think the Raider defense got a lot to do with them 63, though, Top. But you're right about that, my brother. You're right about that, man. You're 100% right, man. You know what I mean? You're 100% right about that, man. And you know what I'm 100% right is, bro? Bro, I'm 100% right about pulling up on BetUS, man, with my live wagering for this season, man. I told you, I showed you guys the best betting variety in the business. You get 10% back on your net losses twice a year. And you also can have your very own account manager, man. Y'all going over there, check BetUS. We had to take a pause for the cause right there. And, because we've gone a long time, man. And if you guys have ever heard of this gentleman here, man, it'd be nice if we had somebody like this under center, man. Shout out to BetUS, man.
Michael Vick here at BetUS.com. Get it all. Huge bonuses, great odds, a race book, live in-game betting, and a casino. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.
Yes, sir. Shout out to BetUS. The Kevin Nash is chill, man. Bros, chill today. AOC ain't last year's model. And that's another thing. I think what we're going to see is we're going to see the maturation of a young quarterback that's gotten a lot better and that's responsible with the football. I don't need for Aiden to be explosive. I need him to be responsible. I need him to be able to stand tall in the pocket and deliver the football when people are open. Last year, we went almost the whole year with a guy who will have people wide open and he just didn't have the physical talent to deliver the football. With Aiden, you got that. So, I mean, my God, man, for him seeing more defenses and more coverages and stuff, I think that is a vital component to this. It's a vital component to this. Shout out to and thank you, Spivey, for the $2 holler. Shout out to Yvette Niles for the 10-piece special. The Raiders are going to prove everyone wrong this year. Raiders! Shout out to my peoples. The flying wonderful Yvette Niles, man. Laura Zebin is, why is my ad blocker not working? That's because it's been unceremoniously blocked on the Waste of Talent show, my dog. BetUS is a deal for real. You damn right, man. Y'all go and hit that link in the top of the chat too. Tell them Wasted Talent sent you, man. Giovanni B, I'm worried about the O-line. I am too. I'm worried about the O-line because some of the guys that we are really, really, look, our best lineman is, we haven't seen him in camp. I'm worried too. I'm worried about JPJ, the guy we were all excited after the draft, right? Instead of drafting Edrin Cooper, we draft JPJ. Everybody said, you crazy. He going to be a dog. He going to be our this and that of the future. Has not suited up. Really, he hasn't, I want to see JPJ because if you don't see JPJ after this preseason game, then that's telling me Cody Whitehair is going to be starting. Now, I have some faith in Cody Whitehair, but do I believe Cody Whitehair is the long-term answer? No. He might not be the 5-game answer, and that's the thing that worries me. I want this situation to be solidified because we have a quarterback in Aiden O'Connell who I believe is going to start, who is really a statue. And you got to protect the guy. You got to give him a couple of seconds. I don't need him under duress getting, the sonic rings knocked out of him, the sonic rings knocked out of him, Shout out to everybody, man. And that's the thing for me too, man. I want the Raiders to be taken seriously as a threat in this league, man. I think we're going to be really, really good. I do too, man. Look, this season is not about us making the Super Bowl for me, if I'm being honest. Look, we all go into the season praying our team makes a Super Bowl, but I'm not going to sit up here and blow smoke up you guys' asses. I'm going to tell you what I really think. I think the Raiders metric for success for me is to try to get, into the 10-win category, to try to make a playoff game, right? And to get some respectability and like success begets success, build a foundation to a successful program, have some continuity and build on what they did last year. See, the thing about the Raiders is over the last 25 years, we'll have one good year and we don't really build upon that success. Like 2016, we do well. We get into the playoffs. It looked like Carr was having an MVP season. He gets hurt and all of that. Yeah, I know, sucked. And then boom, we fall off the cliff in 17. I don't want that. I don't want that. The Richie B year, we make the playoffs, the timeout, all good, great going, all of that. And then we fall off the cliff. Hold on real quick. Yo, Hammer McHammerlin is in the place, guys. Hammer is in the place. Hammer, what is the deal, bro? I'm putting you on speaker.
Are you live?
Yes, I am live. Tell the nation that the great and powerful Hammer is in the place to be. Everybody, Hammer's in the place to be. Hammer, what's up? Say something to the nation, brother. Let me put this up to the phone. Hammer.
Nation, acknowledge your resident tribal chief. Salute to everybody in the chat. Y'all better pay your tab, and if you're not, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all. Big bro, kill this live. Hit me up when you finish.
All right, my brother. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah. My dog Hammer's in the place, man. Shout out to my brother, A. Spivey. I'm so old. I remember rookie Elway. The Raiders killed him. Made me laugh and scream. Guess he got better too. Rookie means shit. And that's the fact. Spivey, I've seen all of these guys come into the league. I seen Peyton Manning be ridiculed. People think, oh, Peyton Manning threw all these interceptions. Oh, my God. Dog, let me tell y'all something, man. The leap that you take from rookie year to your second and your third year is eons, is leaps and bounds, man. It's light years. Light years, man. The resident chief has been acknowledged. Hammer in the place, man. How many sacks did O'Connell take after the Chargers game when McShambles sent him up the field? I think Khalil Mack might have had 6 times. He got sacked by the same guy 6 times. He might have got sacked like 7 or 8 times, bro. It's ridiculous. He set him up for failure, Skyhead. Set him up for Hammer, man. I just said Hammer. They said Hammer from his car. That's right, man. That's right, man. I love what they doing, man. I want Colin Look, Colin Cowherd is a talking head, man. He's a guy who really has no shame. I like the way Colin Cowherd goes about his business, how he speaks, and how he runs his show. But he doesn't have any credibility. The national media at large has no credibility when they talk about the Raiders because they don't really watch this team. They don't watch this team, bro. They look at box scores and they just lean on conventional wisdom. Colin Cowherd is going to be the first person to jump on the scrotum of the Raiders as soon as they start doing well. F them. I agree. It's been a long time since we added players to improve from the previous year. And that's the thing, bro. I'm looking for a marketable improvement, bro. Joey Melendez. Al Davis wanted to draft John Elway. If we got him, we'd probably have 5 Super Bowls. We definitely got 5 Super Bowls. Al Davis had a deal in place with the Chicago Bears being the third team in place to have that deal, and Pete Rozelle hated on the Raiders as he usually did. But guess what? Don't worry. We won a Super Bowl anyway. F him. Colin Cowherd. JMD lost with little respect I have for him the way he sabotaged AOC. Lord Zeman, is you absolutely right. Absolutely right, man. Man, yo. F him. But guys, man, I think it's about time to pull the train into the track. We've been going an hour and 20 minutes, man. This has been a most splendiferous occasion, man. A most splendiferous occasion, man. I mean, damn, man. I think it's almost time, man, for the wasted word of the day, man. Conundrum. An intricate and difficult problem. Conundrum is the wasted word of the day. And let me tell you something. The Raiders are in a bit of a conundrum trying to figure out what they are going to do with this offensive line. The offensive line battle, the quarterback battle, and the battle in the secondary are paramount versus the Vikings this weekend on Saturday. Guys, let me tell you something. Pay your bar tabs on the way out. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. This has been powered by Bet US. Shout out to Bet US, right? And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. I think I forgot to do something too, man, which is not like me, man. Think I forgot to do something, man. Forgot to do something, man, and I am so sad that I forgot to do this. So sad that I forgot to do this, man. What the F is going on here? But on the way out, man, we had such a clean show, man. I mean, what do you guys think, man? This has been a damn fine show. This is powered by BetUS. It's supposed to be up the whole time, but it's all good. It's been up the whole time. Shout out to BetUS, man. It's been powered by BetUS. We are going to be up out of here. My guy, I would have used an Enigma. I don't know what the F is going on, but I want to thank you for the $2 holler. Thank you for pulling up. Hammer's in the place. There's no trap. I think Hammer might be talking about, they're talking about snooker, some weird game that Big Mike claims that he played, and he doesn't even know what it is, but it's okay. But let me tell y'all something. Conundrum is the wasted word of the day. We're on the way out. And I want to let you guys know, as Jenny Castillo will let you know, that Joe Crack the Don, one of the savants of hip-hop and entertainment world as we know it, will tell you on his way out.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
My God, it is going to go through the roof tomorrow. We're going to be breaking down in depth the Raiders versus Vikings game tomorrow, Friday night. Pull up, man. Wasted Talent is back. We will be ripping and rolling all freaking week, and we're going to be checking the game out and breaking the game out. Stay tuned for tomorrow's show. Stay tuned for a show on Saturday. Stay tuned for Monday for Reaction Mondays, man. Y'all have a great and powerful night. I am going to go eat dinner with my family, man. Shout out to y'all. This show has been powered by BetUS.
This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
Know who else has been brought to? The Wasted Talent Army, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all have a terrific night, man. Peace.